Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flicks. My name is Chris Wong. I have an early flight out tomorrow. I wasn't going to do this, but I just watched Snow, Steam, and Iron on Vero, Zack Snyder's short film that he released today. Got off a bunch of meetings and I finally got to watch it tonight, and it's amazing. Okay, if you're a fan of artistic films, especially short films, and I came out of a realm of short films. I made a lot of short films in my college days, and the least amount of detail, the least amount of things you can put in a short film to tell a story and able to tell that story is great. Just by visual storytelling is what we try to do in art class. Okay, this is what we try to do. If you can visually tell a story without saying a single word, then you know you've got something. You've got a talent, and that's exactly what Zack Snyder has here, and it is fantastic. I mean, I am looking at some of these visual pieces, and it's just amazing. It's everything you love about Zack Snyder, and it's about the power of women here. For those people who says that he doesn't empower women is not thinking right. Okay, they're not watching his films. This literally, it has some moments in here and is able to cut back and forth from what happened to this lady and what happening now, and it cuts back perfectly, and it sets up, it builds it up, and it tells you visually what this story is about. He splotches in scenes of what I can only gather is a portrayal of Judith and Holofernes, if that's how I'm calling it quickly. I've learned that in history class, in art history, and just seeing the visual of her, that lady carrying that head, I just brought me back, and I'm like, that looks exactly like it calls back to me of this picture here that I've learned in art history, Judith Van Holofernes, and how she came into his tent when he's all drunk and he kills him. Okay, he takes off his head, but it was meant as a call for a power of women empowerment, and I love how he splotches that within his film to tell you what this story is about, of this woman who's done who's been done wrong to her. And I love that it's an Asian woman, okay, because I am Asian, and I very rarely see an Asian women empowerment here, and I love to see this in this light, and I love to see how much ass kick she does in the end of this film. And that's the great thing about Zack Snyder. Okay, he builds it up, and it's always this epic finale, and it is done beautifully. Even with his little camera setup, this little Vero app, he's able to create an artistically creative story, and he's able to create an incredible action sequence to boot, with using very little in sound effects, very little in music, and no speech at all. And I am completely blown away. It's visually stunning, as he always has done, and it's very inspiring. You know, it would inspire small filmmakers to say, you can tell a story without going too big of a budget, without going too much into detail, in 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, and it's some of the greatest 4 minutes I've ever seen. And I'm not just being a Zack Snyder, I am a Zack Snyder fan, but I'm just being a fan of an artistic film, a fan of short film. And I believe that the best short films are the ones that you have no dialogue. Pony Smasher, who does a lot of those horror short films, I love his work because there is very little dialogue in his work, and it's very short, but it gets straight to the point and is certainly effective. And I love that Zack Snyder is able to get away from the blockbusters, get down to where he's comfortable with, and that's just love making film, and I'm glad he's able to do something like this and share it to the rest of us. I mean, have you seen this? Check it out. It's on Vero. It's free. Go out and check this out, because it's if you want to see a lot of Zack Snyder, if you're a fan of Zack Snyder, or if you're a fan of just film, or just short film of visual storytelling, then you should check this out. Snow, Steam, and Iron. There's a lot of visual hints in here. There's a koi in the water. It's so much so much depth you can probably get into this, and I love that he puts it in here. Alright guys, that's enough. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out Zack Snyder Film on Vero, and I'll see you next time.